welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today I'm doing an open tag from Singing Toad. It's one of my favorite open tags, and that is Thankful Thursday. And on the surface, sounds like, wow, this is a simple open tag. Just say something you're thankful for, which you can. But I've been just really thinking about things, and I realized something about myself. I realized, and I've probably said this before, but sometimes I gotta for lack of better terms, I got to beat the crap out of myself to bring myself back into the right frame of mind. I have so much to be thankful for. I have this community. I have the people that followed me over from the comic book community, which I have not been dropping anything in the comic book side. I need to start going back over to Stan's Comic Universe and dropping some stuff too, but that's neither here nor there. But in the big picture of it, I'm a very blessed person. Yes, I deal with debilitating pain from breaking my neck years ago. But even when I look at that, I went 25 years where that was just minor pain. It didn't bother me until it got to the point where I was pinching a nerve so bad that it is what it is. But I'm not here to talk about, it's something that brings us down. That's not what I want to do. I'm just stating how grateful that I had that 25 years. It could have happened right away that I was in debilitating pain, So this Thankful Thursday, I'm going to kind of be all over the place. There's just honestly so much I'm thankful for. When I was getting ready to make this video, I was thinking and thinking and thinking. I was like, oh, should I just about this? And I thought, you know what? I'm going to keep it simple, real, to the point. And what I'm thankful for is the people in this community. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know I probably tick some people off. I honestly don't mean to. It's just, I enjoy collecting what I enjoy collecting. Just like I won't come to their channel and say, hey, why do you collect this crap? It might not be my cup of tea. Probably the worst comment I'll leave on somebody's video is, hey, that's not my cup of tea, but I can see why you enjoy them, And that's the worst, probably the harshest thing I'll ever put on somebody's channel. And sometimes I get comments back that are from other people or watching my video, not the same people, that are kind of harsh. Some of them are people that don't even make content, which I always find that funny. People that don't make content that are going to ream on you. And it's like, to that, I just literally don't even care. If you don't make content and you want to come over here and say something hateful, I just basically look at it and go, it's not even worth my time. Don't get angry. But then let's get back to Thankful Thursday. First off, I am thankful for this community. I have something to show. I was on Big Red EDC's channel. I left a comment on a video. And I didn't even realize it was, sorry, I want to be able to show you stickers. I didn't even realize that I guess I did realize it was a giveaway, but I wasn't sure. I watched it. I like the knife. Cool. That's a cool logo, actually. I like that. I like the knife. And so I left a comment and I watch his stuff. I try to catch some of his lives. Sometimes I can't. Today I was in there for about 10 minutes. I had other things I had to do because this is actually Wednesday. I have appointments on Thursday that will not allow me to drop this as a live at the time I usually like to drop, which is about 10:30. But I won this awesome Rough Rider Reserve piece that I didn't have, so that makes it even more awesome. Comes with this little to keep it from beating on stuff, and it's just packed full of goodness. Got the gel pack. Do not eat these. They are not tobacco packs. Do not put them between your cheek and gums. You will not like it. Comes with this cool white down cloth, which is just an awesome white down cloth. I think that is a great piece right there. And the knife comes nicely wrapped. Man, Big Red did a great job of putting this back all together, man. I usually don't do that nicely. But it's a Congress. Check that out. Isn't that beautiful? Just a 2-blade Congress, or we call them a half. I'd call it a half Congress. Got an awesome half stop. That's just awesome. Kicks in nicely there. Wow, just a beautiful knife. Rough Rider Reserve, and this is number 044, RRR 044. just a beautiful piece. I was super excited. Congress is not my cup of tea, but you know what? I won it. It's from somebody in the community. I'm never going to get rid of it. I literally, there will be a note put in with this that, you know, this was a channel win, a prize win, and it will it will not be given away or sold while I am alive, at least. I'll put it that way. You know, what my children do or grandchildren or whoever ends up inheriting all this garbage. It's not garbage. I apologize. That's an absolutely horrible thing to say about something we love. To them, it might be garbage, you know, but whoever inherits it, it'll be their choice what they're going to do with it. Okay, let's get into something now. Oh, yeah. I know this is kind of stupid, but I wanted to comment about, at my age, I turned 53 this year. And I'm one of those people that I like, you know, digital's okay, but I like to have a magazine in my hand. And I was really bummed. I don't know how many people get the Smoky Mountain Knife Works catalog that they send out. And Christmas time, they send out a really big, thick one. You know, it's like cool. It's, you know, almost makes you, it's not quite as thick as the old Sears and J.C. Penney's books were for Christmas, but it's a good thick, it's about double size thickness. And when I got to it, it's the last paper magazine, or not magazine, well, yeah, I guess magazine size that they're going to do. It was the last one. So it's an end of an era. No longer going to be getting those Smoky Mountain Knife Work magazines. So I was kind of like, oh man, like I said, I don't mind looking online, you know, but at the same time, there's something about going, you know, and this is the Bud K catalog. I've been looking at that. Doesn't that thing look wicked? I might just have to buy it just to check it out. But, you know, Bud K, I know this is definitely not everybody's cup of tea because they do sell some chintzy stuff, but they have some pretty cool stuff in here too, you know, and I'm just grateful, honestly. It's going to sound stupid, but I'm grateful that they still send out a catalog. You know, they're saying that this is a $5 catalog. I got it for free. I don't send, you know, I buy from them from time to time, but I didn't pay for it. And I appreciate getting it. You know, it's fun to look at. I mean, sometimes it's fun to look at it and go, hey, that's a piece of crap. But it's just fun to look at, you know, the different things that you can get. Like I said, I'm really, really bummed that Smoky Mountain Knife Works is done. There's no more. There's no more of their catalogs. That I was really surprised at how that affected me. It hit me. I was like, oh man, I gotta get a drink. I'm sorry. Having some amazing tea. That is sweet tea, but the sweetener is stevia, 0 calories, and it's still natural. So that's good. I try not to get too much artificial stuff. There's enough in the world already. Now, another thing that makes me grateful and happy is magazine subscriptions. And I know there's going to be people out there. Some people probably never even had a magazine subscription, especially if you're younger. Sorry, I got stuff in my eyeballs. But I've always had magazine subscriptions since probably the time I was about 12 or 13. Of course, the subscriptions have changed over the years what I get because, you know, 12, 13, I was getting a kids thing. But I get 2 knife subscriptions. One of them is Blade. This book is, I like it for newer stuff, talking about newer stuff that's just coming out. I also like it that they do have some articles in here about, you know, different stuff, sometimes older items, but, you know, it's mostly showing the newer stuff, the hot stuff, which is cool, but they still talk about some makers. My only problem with this magazine is it usually affects my pocketbook. I usually end up buying something because they show some cool stuff. But it's a cool magazine, cool subscription. They charge, if you buy it in the store, it's $10 in the US, $11 in Canada. I get a subscription because basically you get a year's worth for about the price of 3 months. So that's something that makes me happy. Now this one here, you've seen this magazine. In fact, how I learned about this magazine was from watching Rasputin's Castle's channel. And that is this knife magazine. This is, oh my gosh, this is an oversized magazine. I'll show you the difference. This massive, but this magazine is so cool. They do a little bit of everything, but what I like the most is they really go into like big history on stuff. And look at the high quality photos and stuff. It's a really nice paper. I don't know what they'd call it in the print industry, but it's a really nice paper. But they go into a lot of history. They go into a lot of stories how they're doing things. It's a really cool book, or sorry, magazine, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm thankful to get this because it's pretty cool. That is last month's, I think. Yep, that's December's. This is this month's. I think Rasputin's Castle said he was going to do an overview of this one, so I'm not going to show this too much. But it's just another cool magazine. This one usually doesn't cost me, make me spend too much. I shouldn't say make me spend because it's a choice that I make to spend. Um, because it's mostly history and looking at techniques of how to do stuff, and it's just really cool. If you're into the knife history and learning stuff, I'd recommend it. The subscription's not obnoxiously bad either. I really like it. I'm so glad I seen that over there at Rasputin's Castle. That was he shared one like maybe 6 or 7 months ago. Really cool magazine, and I'm really glad I decided to get a subscription to it. Another thing that makes me happy is finding good deals on knives. I showed these on the unboxing, but I thought, I want to show some knives. This is Whitetail Cutlery. Their description on this is 9-inch overall length, genuine stag handle, mirror polished stainless steel blade, and brass guard. Comes with genuine leather sheath. It's a WT 105. This is a Frost Cutlery brand, but like everything, every manufacturer, they have different levels of quality. The one thing I will say is their sheaths leave a little bit to be wanted, but I didn't buy it for the sheath. I bought it for the knife. Just a beautiful piece of cutlery. I really like the feel of the handle. It's a big piece of stag. It is sharp. Oh, I did nick myself. Look at how well that fits. This piece of stag. But I thought I would show it, and while I'm showing it, I'm going to use one of my homemade silicone impregnated rags or towels or whatever the heck you want to call it, just to give her a good wipe down, because she's getting set to go spend some time in storage, or maybe not storage, I don't want to say. I guess it's technically not storage, but it won't be in use. So just want to give her a good coating of silicone, protect her a little bit. So that, and why I was talking about knives coming in makes me happy is if you're a collector of anything, you cannot tell me that when you get something new to your collection that you're not excited. And if you're not excited, then why the hell did you buy it? This is a part of my collecting where a lot of people don't agree with what I collect. I get comments of, why do you buy that junk? Why do you buy that crap? I buy that junk or that crap because I enjoy it. It makes me happy. Like I say at the end of every one of my videos, live long, prosper, and collect your own way. Collect your own way. Basically, it's collect what you enjoy. Like I said, I won't put somebody else down for what they collect. And, this is what I like. This is a Whitetail Cutlery. This is a Damascus one, 10 1/4 inch overall length, Damascus blade, brass guard and bolster, genuine stag handle, comes with genuine leather sheath. It's a WT 012, is a Whitetail Cutlery piece again. Again, the leather sheath leaves a lot to be desired, but hey, you got a sheath, I ain't going to say much more about it than that. You got a sheath. But this knife is so heavy. I mean, this thing, look how thick it is. Look at that. That's obnoxious. Goes all the way down. Now, I found out how they save money on this. I actually watched a video of the Wanazbar knife making area in Pakistan, because these are Pakistan made. And the way they save money on these is they take the Damascus sheet, they punch out a blank with about this much tang, okay, about right there. Then they punch out this plain hardenable steel, or they weld it on, and then because that way this part they're not wasting Damascus material. That is genuine stag. Wow, that is beautiful right there. I love that way that looks. The brass is this. But that's how they save some money on it. For, some people that say, well, it can't be real Damascus because of X, Y, Z. big part of it is, a big chunk of it's not Damascus. Ooh, man, that pin right there is a little sharp. You can see where it's a little like rounded weirdly. I might have to work on that. I don't want to use a grinder because I might hurt the stag. But other than that, man, very well made piece. Feels good in hand. Look at that. I have big hands and that fits so nicely. I mean, I don't really like that little hump right there. That little hump kind of gets me. But these are other things that make me happy. You know, I have this beautiful piece of Damascus steel, beautiful knife. Man, I tell you, when you're using these silicone rigs, careful not to slip and drop the dang knife on yourself because your fingers get slack. and I'd hate to hear somebody, Stan, I had to go to emergency last night. I was doing this, this, and this, and my knife slipped and it was stuck in my thigh. I'd be like, uh-oh. Sorry about that. But yeah, I enjoy getting new pieces in. And I'll be honest, that one there where I bought 49 stag handled knives, all brand new, I spent a lot. So my new knives coming in are going to be very limited for the next month or two. Still going to be able to get a few pieces, you know, but it's not going to be like some months you guys are probably went, holy crap, Stan's like, well, yeah, I did spend a bank. I meant there, you know. But that's the other thing that where I'm going with this that makes me thankful. It's for my wife. She understands that I enjoy this and that this is how I come out of my shell. About the only other way I come out of my shell is if I'm in public, is I have to be drunk. Um, I don't do really well in crowds and with people, so I have to be drunk. Well, I try not to drink anymore for multiple reasons. I don't need to. I don't like the way it actually makes me feel anymore. And I'm on so many medications that it's just not good for me, you know, health wise in so many ways. And so I'm blessed that I have a wife that understands that me buying these pieces and doing the things I do helps me come out of my shell, helps me to communicate things that I enjoy, helps me to share them with others, and helps me to have a life. Okay. Like I said, you guys might be like, wow, Stan's an introvert. Well, yeah, I am in crowds. I am. If I don't know you, I probably, you know, I might say hey or something, but I won't like stop and have a conversation with you. I actively avoid it. In fact, it's hard for me going to Walmart, going to Sam's Club, going anywhere. It's hard for me. I am basically that guy that's like, I have 5 items to go. Before I go in, I plan in my car quickest possible route, hopefully to bang, bang, bang and get the hell out of there. So for me, YouTube, this knife community, and also the comic book community helps me communicate and helps me make some friends. Yeah, you're not friends that I get to go hang out and go do lunch with or go do a cup of coffee with, but you're friends. And I need to get better at contacting others. I make a comment all the time about, well, nobody calls me, and my wife says, do you call them? And I always try to make an excuse. Well, they should call me, but she's right. Maybe I need to be the one that initiates the call. And I hate to admit that too much because, you know, that's showing that we don't know what each other's going through. And maybe they're just having a bad day or they're having a bad week or month. Sometimes just reaching out, even if it's not a phone call, just an email, you know, reaching out and saying, hey, how you doing, Harold? You know, hope everything's going good for you and your family. How you doing, Jim? Hope everything's going good for you and your family. How you doing, Ray? Hope everything, you know, just something simple like that can mean the world. And I know that for a fact because it means the world to me when I get those, you know, even just a comment in a video that's, hey, how you doing, Stan? Great video. Or, hey, Stan, you know, I already commented in this video or I didn't before, but I just wanted to say, hey, how you doing? You know, it's just that means a lot, and I need to get better at that too. I really do. But yeah, thankfully, I'm so grateful for this community. Um, Without all you, I would have nobody to share my knife passion with. My wife will look at them with me, but I kind of get that. They're very nice, dear. And she's not being mean. It's knives are not her cup of tea. She looks at a knife, it's a kitchen knife. I'm cutting stuff in the kitchen. Yeah, she has a couple folders that she'll take with her, not to work because she works at an airport, so she can't do that. But she'll take with her when she goes places, in case she's got to cut a rope or cut a price tag off something, or whatever a knife's used for. I got a couple of Swiss Army knives I got to clean up before I got in a bulk lot that have pink scales or covers. I got to clean them up for her, sanitize them good for her to have, because then she'll have some scissors and stuff. But I'm a very blessed person. And I hope that this reaches all, wow, I've been on 20 minutes. Holy crap. I hope that this reaches all of you out there, a couple of you that maybe needed to hear something like this and realize that even though we have sometimes bad things happening in our lives, things that are out of our control, things that we cannot change, that we just got to look at what we do have and be grateful for what we do have. Be grateful for, that new Pakistani knife that came to you, that new Chinese knife that came to you, that knife that you won on a channel, on a giveaway. Having somebody walk through the door that cares about you, checking in on you. Having that pet, dog, cat, whatever that is your buddy. Those are all things that are important. Well, I'm going to let you all go. Wow, this is, I think, my longest Thankful Thursday. 22 minutes. See what you do when you put a quarter in me, you get me talking. Okay, that might have been $1.50, but still. I just want to tell you all thank you so much. If you make it this far, put in something like, I don't know, Star Wars. Star Wars. This Star Wars. No Star Wars shirt, no, just Star Wars. Make it I don't know, PS Star Wars, like that postscript after whatever you put in. I appreciate you all. I'm just kind of curious to see how many people actually make it to the end. Thank you all again. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect.